ranking each championship team's season so far. Doing this from stinker to dreamland. We've already done League 1 and League 2. I have to say the championship is probably the easiest one to do because it's pretty linear to their position in the league table. Although that kind of makes it harder because the league is just so tight at the moment. Teams could have 1 or 2 wins and go from a poor season to a great season. But the 3 clubs in the relegation zones are having stinkers, aren't they? Sheffield Wednesday is obvious. It's not their fault. Nothing they can do about it. But it is still a stinking season. Norwich and Portsmouth, stinking related to their expectations. Norwich, I had in the playoffs. I think a lot of people did as well. Portsmouth were expected to kick on. They can't score a thing. West Brom and Swansea are having poor seasons. West Brom should never be this low. Ryan Mason just is not the man for them. I can't believe they haven't got rid of him already. And Swansea is struggling, especially considering that they finished last season on really good form. The biggest compliment I can give Ipswich is that this is an underwhelming season. They were expected to go and steamroller it, and yet they're in 4th, and I still feel as if they haven't even got out of second gear. Birmingham is underwhelming purely because their away form is so poor. If they sorted that out, they'd be in the top 2. Depending on your perspective of Blackburn, you could quite easily put them in a decent season because they have picked up points here and there. But it has been a little bit underwhelming. It has been for Leicester as well, which is a team full of quality. They should be way higher. Very similar logic with Watford and Sheffield United. Sheffield United would have been in stinking, but their form recently has been superb and only 2 wins away from the playoffs, which I think they'll get. Bristol City having a decent season. You could have forgiven them for dropping down the table following last year, but they haven't. Charlton's one mission is to stay in this division. They're doing well so far. Southampton could quite easily have been in poor, similar to Sheffield United, but turn things around. Wrexham will be happy with where they're at, and Oxford will be happy to survive, and at the moment, they're above the relegation zone. Derby, it's been decent, and like I say, there's 7 or 8 teams in and around it. I think we're like 3 points separating them. This is extremely hard to do. But Hull, Stoke, Preston, QPR all having great seasons. None of these teams have parachute payments. They're up and around the playoffs, having great years. These 4 teams are normally mid-table or in a relegation battle. This is brilliant. Probably could have put them in Dreamland. But the top 3 are all in Dreamland. Coventry, for obvious reasons. Middlesbrough are finally kicking on, playing some brilliant football. And Mill, this could be their year.